Train to Rome might be cancelled because of the strikes today. Our train from Paris to Milan, like a 7 or 12 hour one. So come with me to discover if we can get on this train, which I really fucking hope we can, because otherwise there are no other trains for like 2 days. Oh my god, we made it. We made it to Rapallo, Genoa, somehow. Don't know how. That was the most bloody stressful 24 hours ever. Pretty much we were in Paris and it was our last day there. We'd booked to like go on this like how many hours was it? No, probably like 12-hour train ride straight to Rapallo, sorry, from Paris. And we're all set and ready, whatever. And then we got an email from Trenitalia, like the train company, to say that the train line we were going with, Trenitalia, was going on a national strike, and that was the national strike day, like our big bloody train expedition day. So they were saying like how our train from Milan to Rapallo was cancelled and our first one might be cancelled, but they didn't know until we got to the train station. We were freaking out. We were about to book like $400 flights just to come straight here. Instead of having to be like worrying about booking a million buses and stuff, we were gonna book like this really expensive flight. But then it turns out the day we were looking at, it was a national strike day for that airplane line. So we couldn't do that. Anyways, we ended up just being like, okay, let's just go to the train station and see what happens. We somehow got on the train to Milan, thank God. We get to Milan, we have to get a metro to the bus, wait 2 hours for our bus. It was like 15 minutes before our train was meant to leave, the one that got cancelled, and we got an email to say that it was running now and we could go get it. And we were already an hour away, so we couldn't go back and get the train. So anyways, we get on this 4-hour bus ride to Genoa. We get to Genoa at around 8 p.m. We run to the train station. It is so hot. It was literally like 30 something degrees and 100 million% humidity. I was in jeans. It was not a vibe. We try and find the train station, go in a full circle. It was like right next to us, and we literally went up like all these hills and stairs. But anyways, we get our train. I'm like, thank God we're on the train. Thank God there's no one else on the train. I'm like, that's a bit funny. We ask a staff member, and they're like, yeah, this train actually terminates at the next stop, and it's like 10 p.m. at this point. And we'd gotten up at 5:30 a.m. that day. So I was just like running around like headless chooks around this train station trying to figure out how to get to Rapallo at 10 p.m. before all the trains stop, because they stop at 10:30. Oh my God. We finally find one, and we get to Rapallo at 10:30 p.m. The last train to Rapallo we got. And then we walk just in the dark, in the pitch black, 20 minutes to our accommodation, which is an abandoned hotel. Like, it's an Airbnb, like they've obviously bought a room or something, but it's like an abandoned hotel, so we have to like check ourselves in and figure it all out. But we are here. This is our view. Our view is so beautiful. We have a pool that's 3.5 meters deep. It's so deep, it's great. We're kind of in the middle between like Portofino and Cinque Terra, so we're going to do like day trips between those places. Like tomorrow I think we're going to do Portofino and Santa Margherita. But yeah, that was literally the most stressful 24 hours. We're in Florence. We're back in Italy. Well, we just were in Rapallo, which was great. But now we're in Florence, which it is so hot but beautiful. A little recap for Rapallo. I think we spent 5 nights there. Honestly, it was just such a time to have downtime, even though we did do that in Croatia, but we just had such a drama with Paris, with our train being cancelled and then not cancelled, and then having to catch all these buses, and Paris was just so overwhelming. Beautiful, but just like very overwhelming, that I think we really appreciated just having a break in this really small town. The seafood was great, the food was a lot cheaper, people were really sweet and amazing. We honestly just did like 2 day trips, one to Portofino and one to Cinque Terra one day. Cinque Terra is nice, but so busy, so hot, that I was just getting really flustered and like frustrated that day, to be honest. I don't know where I am. I think this is a dead end. I'm trying to find the gardens. Yeah, Cinque Terra. I think our favourite place was definitely Manarola. Definitely butchering that. But it was the first town we went to. I think it's like the second last town. It just had like the best views, I think. The best food. Like they had lactose-free ice cream that was so good. And we had this gorgeous swim spot with like crystal clear water, which I think a lot of like the coastline there doesn't have, because it's mainly actually like sand or pebbles. But yeah, it was just beautiful. Yeah, I didn't love the rest of Cinque Terra, to be honest. I found it just really busy, super touristy. I mean, so I prefer it over Amalfi Coast for sure. And I think that first spot that we went to was really gorgeous. But it's probably the only spot that I really like, to be honest. But yeah, Portofino. We did a day trip to Portofino. I think a ferry ticket there is like €18, like there and back. And that was stunning. Loved Portofino. I think that was definitely our favorite place, but we also went to Santa Margherita, which I think if you're staying there, it's like gorgeous, but people had been like raving about it, but there wasn't a whole lot to do. Like, it was very much like Rapallo, which was like a very cute, quaint town, but again, it's like if you're staying there, you're gonna enjoy it a lot more, kind of thing. Yeah, Portofino was definitely a favorite, I think, for the stay in Rapallo. It was beautiful. We swam at this beach. I'm not sure what it was called, but it's like the main one. If you Google Portofino swim place, it wasn't actually a beach, it was just rocks, which I actually prefer. I think I've preferred rocks this whole time because you don't get sandy. There's always clear water. There's usually a ladder, and it's usually deep when you jump in, so I prefer it. But we're in Florence until the 22nd, and today is the 19th, so we don't have very long here, which is really sad because I think there's so much to see. But we're doing a little trip to Tuscany, probably tomorrow. Gonna go to San Gimignano. I don't know how to say it.